Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another session of our DSA live mock interview series. So, our guest for today is Arpit Jaiswal, who is a student of BMS Institute of Technology and Management, who will be interviewed by our in house mentor, whose name is Abhishek Kumar Yadav. So, we'll be starting the live mock in just a minute. Meanwhile, I'll suggest you to keep the comments rolling in, and I'll suggest your friends to join the interview as well, as it is going to be pretty informative. Okay. Hi, Arpit.
Hi, Sheil.
Abhishek is not online right now. Okay, he's online.
Yes.
Hi, Abhishek. Hi, Arpit. How are you
Hello,
both?
Sheil.
Hi, Sheil. I'm fine.
Hi.
I'm also good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Great.
Okay, so all the best, all the very best, Arpit, and Abhishek. You can take the lead from now.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll just go on.
Hi, Arpit. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How are you?
So I'm also good. Thank you for asking. So, Arpit, let us start the interview, and let me tell you about the interview. So how it is going to be. So this is a data structure and algorithm interview, DSA based interview. Okay. So in this, I would be asking you questions based on DSA. Okay. So before starting, let us introduce. Uh, Let us get introduced. So please tell me about yourself.
My name is Arpit Jaiswal, and
Okay.
I'm from Satna, Madhya Pradesh. Currently, I'm pursuing my Bachelor of Engineering degree from BMS Institute of Technology and Management, Bangalore. And my department is focused on information science and engineering, and I'm passionate about web development. And I'm passionate about web development, and currently I have a 2 months of internship with DSA, and I'm currently working as a
You are not audible, I guess.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So currently I'm sitting for my placements in my college, and I found Geeks as an amazing opportunity to practice my skills, enhance my knowledge. And I found this platform as where I can get mock interviews so I can be prepared well for my placements.
Great, great. So, tell me about any project that you have worked on, the major project that you have worked till now, and which domain it is from, and what have you learned from that?
Yeah. I would like to say I have two major projects of mine in which I have worked on, and my domain is the web development, which is full stack development, and which is mainly focused. Like I'm more interested in front end development. For front end development, I use React.js as a framework, which is written on JavaScript. And for backend, for the server side scripting, I use Express.js, and database is a NoSQL database, MongoDB. So one of my major project is a social media website, which is just like website of Instagram, which was launched in its like early times, in which it can have the basic functionalities of liking and unliking the picture, following the user, viewing your dashboard, and viewing your dashboard based on the people you follow or unfollow, and the notifications. So in that, I have used React.js as a front end. I have used Express.js for server-side scripting for the API callings and for the data. And as well as I have used JWT-based authentication for authenticating the user and redirecting them to their views. And I have used MongoDB Atlas for storing the data of the user. It is a full
Okay,
stack project. Yeah. And
great, great.
second project of mine is an e-commerce website where I wanted to learn the basic functionalities of like adding into the cart and how does the payment functionality works. So there I have used React.js and Context API for the state management and front end development of the website. There I wanted to learn Firebase also for the basic, because I've heard a lot about Firebases and like various websites where big companies are using Firebase as their platform as a service. So I use Firebase for hosting the website for the basic API calling as well as the authentication. So in and I have used this Stripe functionality also for the payment integration in my e-commerce website.
Okay. So like you were talking about your first project that is kind of Instagram clone,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So like can you tell me something that was unique that is not present in the original Instagram and something that unique you created or
Yeah. Actually, right now I have not created something unique, but I do really have in my mind, because actually this is a learning stage and I have been into this for like 1 year, where I started from HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Then I paved my way towards Bootstrap, then learning front end technologies, back end technologies, developing many projects in it. So actually, I wanted to learn the basics of all these websites, like because I always wondered about how these works, how I can implement on it. So I learned these two different things so that I can learn the functionalities and I can enhance my knowledge in it. But I really do have in my mind how I want to integrate all these things into a one-stop solution. Like you can, like most of the people right nowadays use social media like Facebook and Instagrams. So you can see nowadays there are various marketing tools like Google Ads, like and other ads for small platforms to for small businesses to sell their stuff. And they what they use is they provide their link, they provide their advertisement into these social media websites, and from that link you have to redirect to a different website to buy that product. And the question is about the authenticity of that website, the authenticity of that particular small company, whether is it scamming you or is it legit. So I would like to integrate these two things into a one stop solution where you can use it as a
okay, okay.
social media
Like
website as
got
well
the
as
idea.
yeah.
Okay, great. Great, great. So let's now don't waste the time and like let us like dive into the
Yeah,
DSA round. Okay.
definitely.
So you can share your screen, and if you have any editor, then you can
Yeah, that's
open
fine.
that.
Can you see my screen?
Not now.
Can you see my screen now?
No, not yet.
Just a minute. Can you see my screen, Abhishek?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Now I can see that. Great.
Okay. Yeah, I have an editor open right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
first question is, you are given an array n of size n. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you have like the array is unsorted. Okay,
Okay.
and you have to find the first smallest positive integer that is not present in the array. Okay, so you are given it with an array and you
Yeah.
have to find the first smallest positive integer that is missing from that unsorted array. The array may contain negative integers, zero, and positive integers as well. Okay, so
Okay.
you can write the question in short if you want,
Yeah.
and I can give you an example.
Yeah. Smallest positive integer in an unsorted array.
Oh, Arpit, try to write on the screen, okay, so that the
Okay.
viewer also can see.
Okay.
Just comment and write. Okay, great.
Smallest
You have to find the smallest positive integer that is missing.
missing in Yeah. Does it look
Yeah.
fine?
Yeah, yeah. Smallest positive integer missing in unsorted array. So let me
Okay.
give you an example. So the array, take an array example.
Yeah.
The array is 4,
Yeah. 4.
4, 2,
Yeah.
5, 0, 1, and 8.
Okay.
8.
Got it.
So can you tell me the answer for this?
Yeah. The answer is 3, I guess.
Yes, because 3 is the smallest positive integer that is missing. So
Yep.
what do you think? What can we do in this question?
Yeah. Let me just like couple seconds.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Smallest positive integer. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think I can come up with a solution where first of all I'll take a normal array.
Okay,
Yeah, and I'll initialize it with zeros, right?
great.
Yeah, I'll take the I'll first of all I'll take the maximum element in this array, and I'll take another array with the size of that, and I'll initialize all of them with zeros, and then I'll iterate through this array, and like this 4 and then this 2. So those positions in that particular array, I'll increment that to 1.
Okay,
Okay. So now I have an array in which all these positions are incremented to 1. Now I'll start iterating in that array from 0, and the first position where 0 comes, I'll return that value.
okay, great. So write the time complexity, space complexity of this approach. So just write approach one and then write the time complexity and space complexity.
Yeah. So I think time complexity will be, time complexity of this approach will be O of n as I'm iterating through these array once, and this complexity Page complexity, I'm a little bit of not sure. I think it will be also as I'm using an extra array here of the size of the maximum one in this particular array. So it will be O of
O of max of whatever is
yeah,
the value. Yeah.
yeah, sure,
So if the values, let's say that the maximum value is very big, okay, it is
yeah,
somewhat 10 raised to power 9 or something, okay,
yeah,
then we this approach would fail. So what
yeah.
can we do in that case?
Okay,
You can
yeah,
write the space complexity as order of max of n, okay,
yeah,
max element, okay. Yeah, great. So what can we do in that case when the maximum element can be very big?
yeah. Uh, First of all, I think I'll sort this array,
Yeah, yeah.
but that will take me a minimum complexity of O of n square if I'm going to sort the array.
Yeah, let's say that you took the best sorting algorithm and it takes n log
Yeah.
n, okay.
Yeah, and login will take. Okay. Once I sort the array, I'll start iterating from 1 minute. Okay, yeah. Once I sort the array, if I'll start iterating from the array, then I'll check for some base conditions if that array starts from 0 or 1 or not. If it does not start from 0 or 1, then I'll just return the zeroth value. And the else condition will be that if it does not start from 0 or 1, then I'll keep iterating until there is a jump, like you know if the i's value is not equal to the position of that element. Suppose when I'll sort this array, so a of 0 will point to 0, a of 1 will point to 1, but as soon as I come where a of 3 will not point to 3, whether it will point to 4, So I'll return the value of I in that.
Okay, great. So this, what is the time and space complexity of this approach?
Yeah, I'll write it down. Time complexity of if I use the best sorting algorithm to solve this, it will be, and I'll just have to iterate through the array once in order to get it. So I think it will be of O of log n.
But you need to sort. So sorting will take n log n, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. It will take off the
And then
overall.
you are iterating through the array. So it will be n log n plus n.
Yeah,
Okay. So we can like take the maximum out of it. So it would be n log n, I guess. Okay.
yeah,
So what would be like space complexity? It would be constant, I guess.
yeah. It will be constant because I'm not using any extra
Okay.
space right now.
So you gave me these two approaches. Okay. And do you know about hash maps?
Yeah, I know about hash maps.
So can we do like
Yeah,
can we have hash maps?
yeah. In I think like in my first approach itself, I can apply a little bit of advancement instead of taking the this large amount of array.
Hmm.
I can use hash map in that in like actually like I'm not much familiar of hash maps. I do not have much of knowledge in it.
Okay, no problem. Like hash map also does the same thing. It is just
Yeah,
that
but
the space complexity would reduce. Let's say that
yeah,
we took unordered map. Okay,
yeah,
so great. So uh like we are good with these two approaches, but try to modify your first approach. Okay,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know a
so
little bit of hash map because I know like we are using. I'll just use the same hash, same like map, same another here, but it will take lesser space instead of that large amount of space, right?
okay. So I was saying that uh, try to think in the direction that in the first approach, what we did, we created a new hash map type of thing. Okay,
Yeah,
we created a new array, and then we were hashing the values, or we were increasing the count of the value in the second array. Okay,
yeah.
but like we have one array already, and can we use that array for hashing? Like we may change the values. Can you think in that direction?
The array which we are using, the array which is
The
given to us
given array. Yeah. Can we modify that array?
into hashing. Oh. I think I can come up with approach, but I'm not sure that if it is right or not.
Okay. Just
That
say
was,
it.
yeah, I'll iterate through that particular array, and
Okay.
for every element, for every element which comes up,
Hmm.
no, but like if for every element which comes up, I can see I can decrement that element by suppose we take one, and I need to check that if that exists in that array or not.
Okay.
But in order to check that it exists, I'll need another. I need to traverse through it, which will I think increase the
Hash
complexity to
map,
an.
or you may sort and then check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no problem. Let's implement the first approach only, and I'm good with that. Okay.
Okay.
But like there's an approach which takes order of n time complexity, and it uses constant space. Okay, but
Okay.
we can implement the first approach, so you can implement it.
Okay.
Just write the function. Okay, don't complete, just write the
Okay.
function.
Okay. Sure. First of all, I'll try to find the max value in it. So now I'll get the max value and I'll take another array. Abhishek, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I can see. So, like, are you done?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. So, uh, there is one mistake. Can you find it out?
Yeah,
Like,
I have
there
not
are some mistakes.
I have not entered the terminating condition. I think if the array is actually if the all the elements are in array are actually in their order and there is no minimum element. So what should I return in with that? I should return false or zero.
Okay. So, like, can you give an example? Like, what are you trying to say?
This one, yeah. Like as the example you gave me.
Okay.
So I'll give you another example. Like if the array is like as you said, 4, then 2, then there will be 3, then there will be 0, and 1, and 5. So, yeah. Then here as you said, the smallest positive missing in this unsorted array will be nothing because we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, it would be 6.
But, oh, right.
So, we have to return 6, I guess.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Then 6. Okay. There's none. I think I'll return an I
You can
plus 1.
return max plus 1. Max plus 1, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I plus 1. It's
Max
actually,
plus max plus 1. Okay. I plus 1 also will do. But you
yeah,
can return max plus 1.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, I said that the numbers could be negative also. Okay. So, will it fail there? Just see
Yeah, yeah, just let me check.
line number 26.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's starting from 0.
Okay.
But numbers will be, since the number is negative, then it won't be considered into my map, right?
Yes, it won't be considered, but there you will get like a runtime error because
Yeah, an
you
error.
are, yeah. So you have to handle that case on line number 26.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I can handle it. Will this work?
Yeah, like, and we can further improve this because let's say that the maximum. Let's take the first example that I gave you. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the size of this array? The first example that I gave.
The size will be 6.
So 6. So and because the size is 6, so can we be sure that the missing number is going to be one starting from either 1 or 6, or if all the numbers are present, it is going to be just one number greater than that, or let's say that it can be 7.
Yeah, I think if all the numbers are present, then it will be. If all the numbers are present in this, that like there's a no smallest positive integer because we already having all the integers in a like a sorted order.
Yeah.
So there will be just max plus one. Uh, otherwise, I think this will be right for that.
Okay. So I was saying that instead of creating an array of size maximum, we
Yeah.
can do what? We can create a size of n only. Okay. And
Okay.
whenever there is an element which is greater than n, then we can ignore it. So do you get it? What I'm trying to say? Because let's say that the number there are, let's take the example, first example only. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can be sure that because there is a number greater than like 8.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
can improve the solution there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
don't need to find the maximum, I guess, and
so we
we
can
can
just
just
create an array of size n, I guess.
array of size n, which will be equal to 0, and then I'll iterate from our array. If it is greater than 0, and if array of
Less
I
than or equal to n.
less than or equal to n, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is no point in there is no point in dealing with the number greater than n because we want to find the smallest, right?
Okay, no worries. I'm not looking for a perfect solution. I was just trying to get what you are thinking and what is your approach. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are good to go. Let's like move to the second question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You can write below only. Okay. You don't need to. You can write below.
This will help me only, so I'll just make another
Okay.
file
No
for
problem.
yeah.
So the second question is that you are again given you are again given an array, okay, of size
Okay.
n. Okay.
Okay.
Write it.
Yeah.
And then you can do what? You can perform operations on these elements. And in one operation, what you can do, you can either increase the value or you can decrease the value of any element by 1. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then the task is that you have to find the minimum number of operations to such that the product of the complete array is 1. Okay.
Product of the complete array is 1.
Yeah, I would give you an example. Don't worry. Okay. Just
Yeah. We
we
have
have to
to.
make the product of the array equal to 1.
All right.
So let me give you an example.
Okay.
Take an array
Yeah.
and the let's say that the elements are 4, 1, and 3. 4, 1, and 3. And in one operation, what we can do, either we can increase or decrease any element. Okay. So to make the product of this array equal to 1, what we can do, we can convert 4 to 1. Just write 1. We can
Yeah,
convert 4 to 1. We can decrease it by 3 values. Okay.
okay, but you're
Then,
saying like we can either decrease or increase only by one.
okay. But we can perform any number of operations. That
Okay,
is
okay.
the thing. Okay.
Oh,
And
I got it.
you have to find the minimum number of operations.
Okay, okay. Okay, I got it.
So tell me what would be the answer for the given array that I gave you.
Yeah. I think I have come across like a similar question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me the answer
Yeah.
the for the array that I have given you.
The answer
So
will
that we
be
can,
the answer will be okay. We are performing the operations in one go, right? Abhishek, like
let
we are
let me
performing.
clear the question. Don't worry. So we are given with the array 4, 1, and 3. Okay. So what we can do, we can reduce the value of 4 to 1,
Yeah,
and we can also reduce the value of 3 to 1. So what would be the cost? We want to decrease the value of 4. So we would first decrease it to 3, then we would decrease it to 2, and then we would decrease it to 1. Okay. So
yeah.
it will cost me 3 steps. And again, I have to do the same thing for 3 also. So it will cost me 2 steps. So total, how many steps I have to perform? Minimum number of steps, that is 5. So answer for that is 5. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in that way. So I think that I can come up with a basic solution that I will find. Is there any probability that okay, like there is not any case that one must be present into the array, right?
Yeah, the number, like there can be any integer value. Okay. The
Yeah.
array elements can be any integer value. It can be negative, it can be positive, it can be 0.
Yeah. Okay. So I think my first approach will be I'll just traverse through the array and find the difference of every element with one, and I'll keep on adding it, and I'll return the sum.
Okay. So let me give you an example. Okay. Just write, take an example,
Yeah.
write -2,
Okay.
-2, and -1. So what would be the answer for this?
The answer will be the product will be one. Okay. Right. The answer will be only one operation.
How?
I'll deduct -2 by one.
Okay.
I'll add one to -2,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when minus one will be one.
So, but you were saying that you are going to take from
Yeah,
difference from 1, but
yeah,
it
yeah.
will fail in this case.
Yeah, I'll first of all, while traversing through the array, if there is a case of negative number, first of all I'll check like the current number which I'm at, where my pointer is at right now. I'll check if it is a positive number or is it a negative number. If it is a positive number, I'll deduct it by one and add it to my resultant value. And if it is a negative number, then if it is a negative number, then I'll just 1 minute.
Yeah, take your time, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. If it is a negative number, then I'll deduct -1 from it, and the resulting value I'll add it to the resultant final sum.
Okay. So you are saying that whenever you find positive integer, you will reduce that to 1, and whenever you find negative integer, you will
I'll reduce it.
increase that value to -1. Okay,
Yeah,
is
but
it?
I think, but there is one complexity that I'm not having all the numbers as negative, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
if it will be one or -1. Yeah, yeah. Actually, in case of negative number, I'll add -1 to it. So I'll make it nearer to the one because I'm not sure that if my final product will be negative or positive. So I think I'll shift it to one instead of -1 if it is a negative value.
Can you repeat? Like, can you
Yeah,
repeat what you said?
if I'm getting a positive value, then I'll
Okay.
deduct one from that, okay, and I'll add it
Okay.
to the resultant number. And if I'm getting a negative value, then I'll add -1 to it. I'll add -1 to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever the
Like,
value I'll give, it will be the number of operations to reach that negative value to one.
so take like the given example, that second array we took. Just add one more -1 to that,
Okay.
and tell me the answer for this.
Yeah. So if I'm adding -1 to it, so I'll take 1 minute. So yeah, in order to reach -2 to 1, it will take three operations, and for -1 it will take two operations. So it will be total of seven.
But let's say that what I just what we can do, we can just uh, put we can just convert -2 to -1. So how many operation would be there? There
Only
would be
one.
only one operation. Okay.
Yeah,
So here we have spent one operation, but the product is still -1, because -1 into -1, that is +1, and again into -1, that is -1. So
yeah,
here what we have to do, we have to convert one -1 to
plus
+1. So how many operation would be there? There would
three.
We will spend two operations.
Yeah,
-1, we will convert it to 0, and then we will convert it to 1. Just
yeah,
take the third operation. So total, how many operations we performed? We performed three operations only.
yeah,
So the answer for this is 3, not 7. Okay.
yeah,
So just let me give you a hint. Okay,
yeah,
if you are not able to come up with the solution. So the important point to note here is that we have to count the negative integer. If the count of the negative integer is, let's say, even, okay, so then instead of converting all those negative integers to +1, what I can do, I can convert them to -1. Okay,
yeah,
do you follow? Like,
yeah,
because they will cancel out each other, and the product of those numbers would be 1.
yeah,
But if it is the case that the count of the negative integers is odd, then there I have to take care of the fact that I have to convert one negative integer to +1, and there I will spend two more steps. Okay.
yeah,
So this is like, I think you might be getting what I'm trying to say.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting.
Okay.
Take the count.
There is one
Yeah.
more edge case. Yeah, but like, go ahead and implement this if you want.
Okay.
Arpit, handle this case outside, okay? Don't handle this case inside.
This negative case,
Yeah.
even
Just
numbers.
if the number is negative, then we can do what? We can convert that to -1.
Okay.
Any negative integer, we can convert them that into -1. And at last, when we are once done with this, what we can do? We can see the case whether the count of the negative integer is odd outside the loop, okay?
Okay.
Then we will spend two more steps there,
Sure.
okay?
Sure. It is negative. I'll have to take the positive value because it will return a negative value, right? Oh, I'll use the ABS.
Or you can do what? You can do -1. Uh, just erase that whatever you have wrote. You can do what? -1 minus, just
Yeah,
erase that, and minus a of I. So just think, will this work? Let's say
minus
that
two.
our
Yeah, minus
like
two.
element was -2, okay, and we have to spend one step there. So -1 minus -2. So that would -1 plus 2. So there we get what? One step.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just put a bracket before -1. Before
Before.
-1. Yeah. And put a bracket there. Great.
So since when I have iterated, I'll use this condition. If okay, yeah. Then I'll have two plus more operation. Yeah, Abhishek, I think I'm done.
Okay. So like now also we are missing one case. Can you see that?
One case. Okay. If it is zero, right?
Yeah. What will we do when it is 0?
When it is zero, we have to increment it by one.
Always?
Uh, no, 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 no. If there is okay, if there is a like odd number of negative values in it, then we can decrement it by one. But either
Yeah.
way, it is only one operations, right?
Yeah.
Oh. But then we won't need this case, right?
Yes.
So
We will need this case. But there's a tweak in that case. Okay.
yeah, if it is even one. Yeah, I think this will work. Is this right? Like if there are only even numbers, then I'll increment it. Otherwise, if there's odd number, then we won't do this instead. No.
You have to handle that case similar outside, not inside. Okay.
This
Just do
case.
result plus plus there. Just do only result plus plus there. Okay. In else part. And let me give you an example. Okay. Then it would be clear to you. Just
Yeah.
take an example. Uh, Array, then a zero first. Okay. And then minus one. And take another example.
Yeah.
Zero, minus two, minus one. Okay. Tell me answer for these.
Yeah.
What
Here it
what
will be.
this code will produce and what is the correct output.
Okay. The correct output will be one for the first example.
Okay.
Okay. And according to the code, um, negative will be one. So, yeah. The result. My output will produce three.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
And what
here
and for the second example,
for the second example, okay, yeah. For the third, for this one, my output will be one plus two plus. It will be three. But it won't be. But it won't be, the product won't be one, because I'm not taking the condition that if the value is actually one, or if the value is actually minus one.
so what?
Sorry. One minute.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you were saying that
I need to take a condition here that if that value is not minus one, and if the value is not one.
why do you think so?
Because if it is one or if it is minus one, then I do not need to increment or decrement it.
So we are not incrementing that. See, like one minus one is zero, so we are not adding it to the answer, I guess.
Yeah, that's what. And here it is adding, and that won't be that won't be
If
accurate.
the number, it is not getting added even in the second case. Minus one, minus minus one. Okay, so that is minus one plus one. That is zero.
Zero. Yeah.
So we are not
And
doing that there
yeah,
also.
so I need to add the condition that here I.
You don't need to add that actually.
Both of them.
Yeah.
But oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it
Okay.
will be.
So the case that we are missing here is that if let's say that we have zero, okay, either we have to convert it in to plus one or we have to convert it to minus one. Okay.
Minus.
So let's say that we have to spend one cost there. Okay. So we just add every time we have zero, we add it to the answer. Okay. For zero. But when the condition is that the count of negative numbers is odd. Okay, when the count of negative numbers is odd
Okay.
and we have a zero,
Oh
so
yeah.
at that time we don't have to spend two more steps, so there we can avoid. So
Yeah.
what you can add here is that, and if it is odd and the count of zeros,
Also, I
just
also
add,
need to take count
yeah,
of zero.
just just like add here only. Okay,
Yeah.
and if you don't have any zero, count of zero is zero,
Yeah. Then
then you
zero.
have to spend two more steps.
Yeah.
Otherwise what we can do, we can uh,
Yeah. Just
uh,
increment the zero by one.
just decrement this. Yeah,
Yeah.
so great. So so like we have I thought that we are going to solve one more question, but no problem. So I would like to give feedback. Wait,
Yeah.
but before
Yeah,
feedback,
can I
let us,
switch? Yeah. Can I
yeah,
switch the screen?
yeah, yeah,
Should I stop sharing it?
yeah, you can stop sharing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any question for me?
Yeah, I would like you to give me feedback basis on the basis of which
Oh,
are the.
I would be giving you feedback other than feedback.
Yeah.
Do you have any question for me?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay, so you are good to go. Okay, so like Arpit, you need to do some more problem solving. You have good analytical skills. Okay, you come up with solutions, but the thing in data structure and algorithm is that you have to practice more. Okay,
Yeah.
so like you told me that you know about hash maps, but you don't know the implementation. So there you I know that you also understand that you have to practice and more on implementation part. Okay,
Yeah.
then you have to solve more questions if you want to uh, get good placements or any other thing. Okay, so but just that you want to get good in data structure and algorithm, you have to practice more, and
Yeah.
practice is the key. And also like you are missing many edge cases, so in interviews you have to take care of that also. Okay,
Yeah.
like like in the first question also, we like you are missing a lot of edge cases, and in second question also. So the point is that in interviews, be cool minded. Okay, and try to think from all the edge cases. Try to whatever you uh, think aloud. Okay, speak with the interviewer, and uh, that's all from my side. Like I think that would answer your questions.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. It would help me a lot.
Okay, great. And like if you have any doubt, you can connect with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you Arpit and thank you Abhishek for this wonderful session. I hope
thank you.
Arpit you got a gist of what the interviews will be for you in the future, and
Yeah.
I hope that it was helpful for you and to our viewers as well.
A lot. Thanks a lot, you
Okay.
guys.
Okay, thank
Thank
you
you.
Arpit. Thank you Abhishek. We'll catch up soon.
Thank you, Shiv.
Okay, so I hope this was a good enough session for all you guys, and I wish you all the best. And stay at home, stay safe, and get vaccinated. Okay, we'll meet up soon, and we'll be back again with yet another DSA mock interview. That's it for today. Thank you. Bye.